is my passion. This is my love. This is the heart and soul of Monsoon Live. What's up, everybody? It's I, Jeffrey, the Demon Monsoon Lysick, coming at you from inside the cage here at Neutral Corner Boxing Gym, home of the Demon Boys and Demon Boys Jr. Got my new shiny hardware, courtesy of Christopher Scarface Moore. Shout out to him. Now, we have a big show today. I have a very special guest making his return to Demon Monsoon Live. But before I go any further, I need to address a gentleman who is watching this video. Randy Thelen, I'm probably screwing his last name up, my apologies. He has an MMA record of 10 wins, 11 losses. He weighs about 210. He fought at Street Peace in an MMA fight against Beer City Bandit. Interesting where we're going with this. Now, I'm wearing my work clothes for a reason. I was at work this past week, and Randy sent me this text. When you want a box, give me 60 days, and we'll have a good match. It'll be fun. Second quote, after I made a video about texting me during work. Saw your video today. You let me know the day, and I'll be there. Let's see how much fun you have when the doors close. Well, Randy, at the time of this recording, we're not giving you 60 days. We're only going to give you 42. April 3rd, Street Peace, glove up or shut up. The reason why this is going down is you've said numerous times that I get easy fights. You call out an OG, which I am an OG, and that's against Street Peace rules, actually. But I don't like that, you know, what you're saying. And this all connects with Beer City. Will tie in with my next guest. So, my dear friend Randy, I don't take people lightly. I take everyone seriously. Every fight I take seriously. My training is serious. We'll see April 3rd. Now, my guest this time, making his return to Demon Monsoon Live, the one, the only, going to fight on March 6th at Street Peace in an MMA fight against Beer City Beer City Bandit. Sorry, that kind of slipped. Baby, Angelov. We're back.
Yep.
So
people didn't think I was coming. I know. I heard it all through comments on YouTube channels, comments on Facebook. Oh, he ain't come down here. He's ducking things again. I drove 2,100 miles to come out here, so it's fucking happening.
And we gave you like a star-studded arrival. So why are you and Beer City going at it? Let's get the real sort of why.
So we became friends obviously on Facebook because everybody was adding me on Facebook. I was adding people on Facebook. You know, he's part of the Street Peace community. And during this time, obviously there's a lot of political stuff going on and everyone's posting about every little thing out there, and I'm not going to go too much into everything, but right when the fucking Trump supporters went ahead and breached the Capitol, he was going on about how everything has to do with Trump supporters, and I mentioned about pretty much everybody, like on both sides. There's people from, you know, Democratic, Antifa, you know, Democrats, whatever, that were part of this. He went ahead and, oh, you think you're smarter than, you know, the FBI, and they said that there's no Antifa there. I'm like, dude, there's at every event. And he kept trying to say, oh, you think you're smarter than everybody. And I was like, these people are not on our side. So it's just a regular debate at first, nothing too extreme. And then he goes in about how all Democrats are just progressive people about the LGBT community and trans and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to even go in on that. But he was just saying that that's all that people care about, and that's why we need Biden and all. Whatever. I was like, number one, regardless if Trump doesn't or does like them, I said politicians use things for leverage. That's all I said. I was like, Biden doesn't give a fuck about the LGBT community. He just seen that this has more supporters. Just like when Hillary was running, women, she targeted that she was going to do a lot of things for women's rights. He goes on ahead and said, I'm not having this debate with you anymore. All conservatives are either bigots or sex offenders, all this kind of stuff. Right, so no issue. We're still just debating back and forth. No fight is really lined up. And he says that he doesn't want to talk to me anymore and he'll see me at street meets. Now he says that just meant that he would see me out there because he knows that I go to events. Everybody knows exactly what that meant. Is, oh, okay, I'll see you at street meets then. Oh. And I said, okay, so do you want to fight? And if you watch the video on Street Beefs of the political fight, Angelov versus Beer City Benny, you'll kind of see exactly what he says is true. I did laugh. I did think it was hilarious when he said that. And yeah, it really was something over something stupid. And he says that I challenged him. I didn't challenge him.
And now he's running his mouth with all these, with his last fight.
Yeah.
I will not critique a fellow fighter. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to let my guest, he can just say whatever he wants. You saw Beer City's two boxing, Hell on Wheels, shout out to my buddy. You've seen his two boxing matches and now his two MMA matches, which considering in MMA he's 1-1, in boxing he's 0-2, because we all know who he fought. What's your view on him as a fighter? Like, what you've seen?
Okay, so I'm going to say something. You're going to probably say Beer City Bandy in reply to this. I'll already cut you off real quick before you say what you're going to say about what I'm about to say. Is yes, you're going to bring up the Josh fight. Now, that's cool, you can do that. But what I'm bringing up is your fights that have just happened within the last month. You're talking about something that was 3 years ago. What I'm talking about is you as a fighter now. So you can bring up the past, but yeah. So I already know you're going to bring that up. The last fights that you've had, and then one specifically that you had with Randy or whatever.
I do not. That's the MMA fight. That was a couple months ago.
What's the one that? No. What's the one that he just won?
I forget what his.
Okay.
Shout out to his opponent. Sorry, I do not know his name.
Isn't that dude like 0-4 now?
I don't know. I believe so.
Something like that.
And he also what I don't know if you knew this. I was there for the event. I was the timer. He boxed before he fought Beer City.
Yeah.
So that's
why I can't even use it. That's your most recent, and then before that, pretty much all losses. So that most recent one, if you had another fight and it was win, maybe I can have somewhat of to gauge it off of. But that last fight, you fought someone that was already boxing before the fight, and I'm pretty sure because I looked up the name on YouTube and I found 2 or 3 videos and they were all losses from who you fought. If I'm correct, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost positive. And if that is the case, what does that prove? You're fighting somebody that doesn't have any wins on the record.
Now,
so.
I have to ask.
Now, if you lost to somebody that was like 5-0 or whatever, that was
it would be.
Okay, then that would probably happen to a lot of people. But
I know you're down here training here in Neutral Corner. We're not going to go into your specific details. Yes, he trains here every day that I'm here. So it's 6 days a week.
A lot of training. And
yeah.
Usually there's only like 1 or 2 days of sparring, but like every day that I've been in here, it's in sparring. First day that Face was in here, I sparred with him. So that's every single day, every day. And I'm sparring with like everybody. I've already sparred with 7 people.
And you also sparred, we did a round.
Yeah.
Like picking up over
7, not even including him, 7 other people.
Yeah.
So.
My last question is, what's your prediction for this event on March 6th?
All I'm going to say is I just don't think he really understands what's coming. That's all I'm going to say is he sees my sparring and he sees a lot of things. Jeff will tell you straight up, and he'll tell you right up, when I spar versus like when me and him when we spar, not today or anything like that, we were really, really light and I was fucking beat. But when we have really went at it, and then you see me sparring here, I'm not even going at it at all.
You're not even at 100%.
I'm not even at like 50%. I like to get the conditioning out of it. I like to actually learn from it. So you'll see a lot of my videos where I'm getting tagged. And that's because I like to learn. If I know that sometimes I can get in and actually like work the body on a person, but I don't want to do that. I actually want to take some shots and actually see if I could defend them in different ways. So you've seen a lot of that where I'm getting tagged up and you're like, oh, well, you could have done things differently. I know I could have done things differently, but I didn't want to. I wanted to try something different. So I just think that you're not really ready for what you're going to expect. So.
Well, Angel, I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad to have you back.
Wait till next week when, cause I filmed a little bit today, but both my batteries were dead. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
And you guys can.
But I'm gonna have a lot of MMA videos coming out next week.
And we're gonna have a link to his channel so you guys can take a look at his content. But Angel, thank you, my friend.
Yep.
It's good to have you back. Well, guys, that's it for this special edition of Demon Monsoon Live. This is one that's going to be airing. Obviously, we'll see what Randy says. I'll give you an update on that. But for now, coming to you from Neutral Corner Boxing Gym. This has been Demon Monsoon Live. Catch y'all real soon. Later.